Square say, Zimbabwe, welcome to our channel Zoom Confessions and Deep Secrets. Kana kariki kutanka kukuya paneno channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Kana chungwa subscriber, don't forget to comment and share this video. Nasi Zimbabwe, takwijirai, nyaya shamsa amazhinji agaitika nezuro pa airport hapo paka kidnapwa, paka abductwa 3 ma opposition activists muri Zimbabwe pa airport ne MaCIO so Robson Chere, the Secretary General for the Amalgamated Rural Teachers Union of Zimbabwe, zvakare na a pro-democracy campaigner Namatai Kwekweza pamwe chete na the opposition councillor Samuel Gwenzi varunzi vakapiswa mundege eHarare at the PaRobert Mugabe International Airport musi Wednesday 31 July. So Kwekweza is the leader of the We Lead Trust. Gwenzi is the Harare City Council Squad 5 councillor. Vakawina this seat during my elections akaitwa mugore 2023 under the Citizens Coalition for Change. So according to a post yabuda pa X by the Zimbabwe lawyers for human rights, vabuda vachiti vatatu ava vanga vatopinda mundege since pakauya state security agents achivabvisa mundege. Tikamboona iyo elect picture iri apo pavakabviswa mundege vachinzi vakaendeswa to an unknown location. The Zimbabwe lawyers for human rights vakabuda vachitaura vachiti, we are greatly concerned about the whereabouts of pro-democracy campaigners Kwekweza and 2 other people who reached out to us after they were removed from a plane at the PaRobert Mugabe International Airport. We are trying to ascertain their whereabouts and what is happening to them. Zakari, the Kofi Annan Foundation yakapindirawo nyaya iyi ichitaura iyo ichidimanda ma whereabouts their former member Namatai Kwekweza. Vataura ivo vachiti, we are deeply concerned about reports that Kofi Annan Next Generation Democracy Prize winner Namatai Kwekweza has been detained by security services in Harare. We call on the Zimbabwean authorities to confirm her whereabouts and explain what charges are being brought against her. Without charges, Namatai should be released immediately. Those are Buddha. The Kofi Annan Foundation for Zimbabwe. So the human rights lawyers for human rights, the Zimbabwe lawyers for human rights, because of Buddha, Vachipa an update. Vachiti, the 3 were detained for at least 8 hours since the Piramushe they were tortured. Robson was visibly tortured and in severe pain. They have been advised that their charge is disorderly conduct. The allegations are they participated in a demonstration at Rotten Row when Jameson Timber and others appeared in court. They are spending the night at Harare Central Police Station at PaRobert Mugabe Airport. They were held by state agents. Zakari, in a statement, the Information for Development Trust Yarivila Kuti Matatuava, they were traveling to Victoria Falls and as the Vaidakuno attended the 5th African Philanthropic Conference. Ndopa kunzi vakapindirwa ne MaCIO vari mundege vakabviswa imomo vakanotochwa muri Zimbabwe. And the Zimbabwean authorities on Wednesday 31 July 2024 forcibly removed 4 pro-democracy campaigners from a plane which they had boarded in Harare and held them in detention for several hours. And the 4 pro-democracy campaigners, namely Namatai Kwekweza, the leader of We Lead Trust, Robson Chere, the Secretary General of Amalgamated Rural Teachers Union of Zimbabwe, Samuel Gwenzi, a former councillor for Harare Ward 5, and Vusumu Simoyo, were ejected by some unidentified people from an aircraft at PaRobert Mugabe International Airport, where they intended to travel to Victoria Falls and attend the 5th African Philanthropic Conference, which is an annual gathering of civil society policy influencers and other stakeholders, which is currently underway in the resort town. Human rights lawyers from Zimbabwe Lawyers for Human Rights unsuccessfully tried to get access to Kwekweza, Chere and Gwenzi and Moyo after they requested legal assistance and were held in detention for about 8 hours before their legal practitioners eventually located them. Chere sustained some injuries after he was tortured by the captors, who reportedly used some planks and iron rods to torture him. The quartet, who are represented by Kelvin Kabaya, Jeremiah Bamo, and Tinashe Chinopukutwa of Zimbabwe Lawyers for Human Rights, was detained overnight at Harare Central Police Station and were charged with disorderly conduct with the ZRP officers alleging that they participated in an unsanctioned demonstration held at Harare Magistrate Court in June, where they protested against the detention of Citizens Coalition for Change political leader Jameson Timber and some of the opposition party and demanding their release from prison. Those are Buditswa, where Zimbabwe funga mungona the picture rapo these guys vachibiswa mundege MaCIO muri Zimbabwe zvinombera mushi zvirunzi. They were taken from PaRobert Mugabe International Airport to KG6 uko vakanotochwa muri Zimbabwe. Uko chimwe ndofunga buditsa nyaya iyi yachitaura iye achiti Zimbabwean government secret service officers dragged 3 pro-democracy activists from a plane this afternoon at Robert Mugabe International Airport. The pictures below were taken by a passenger who was on the plane as the activists were being led away from the plane. The 3 pro-democracy campaigners are Robson Chere, the Secretary General of a local teachers trade union, Samuel Gwenzi, a local government councillor for Harare Ward 5, and Vusumus Moyo and Namatai Kukweza. They joined 78 and other pro-democracy activists who were arrested and jailed on June 16. 74 of them are still in jail as anyone perceived to have the potential to mobilization citizens during the SADC summit, which kicks off on the 17th of August, is being arrested. The 4 were flying from Harare to Victoria Falls, where they were supposed to attend a civil society conference with participants from all over Africa. Their phones have been taken away. Zimbabwe is being run by a criminal cabal that abuses public offense by arresting anyone who fights against its corrupt rule. Zimbabwe, along with pictures ayo amuri kuona ari apo ari kunzi atorwa nepassenger anga ari mundege papachitika chiitiko ichi. Zvinomira mushe zvekunzi vatatu ava varohwa zvakanyanyisisa ku KG6 according to Majera Jairos Buddha achitaura iye achiti abuda achitaura achiti I'm getting a message that Namatai Kukweza may have been abused and Robson Chere heavily tortured since I exposed the KG6 location. The 4 innocent citizens have been driven to a police custody with men wearing balaclavas. Tozabuda Storo na Majera Jairos muri Zimbabwe. Tingaziva kuti munoona sei nyaya iyi tudezva murufunga pamusoro penyaya iyi mu comment section.